Little Red's Riding Hood by Peter Stein with pictures by Chris Gall. Meet Little Red. Beep, beep. He's a pint-sized scooter who loves driving around his hood. Hood is slang for neighborhood. Meet Granny Putt-Putt, cough, cough. She's feeling a little rundown. Meet Tank. Vroom, da-da-da-da-da. He's a monster truck so big and so bad that he eats tires and axles and steering wheels and engines. And he wants Little Red as a sweet scooter dessert. Here's the title page. As I read, listen and see if you can figure out which traditional fairy tale this story is based on and how the story is similar and different. Welcome to Vroomville, the city with drive. This is Red's riding neighborhood where he rides around. Look at all the places there are to go. Here and there, up and down, in and out, Little Red loved riding around his hood. One day, Big Blue Mama gave Little Red an important job. Poor Granny Putt-Putt is feeling run down, she said. Her oil is muddy, her exhaust pipe's exhausted, and her wiper fluid is wiped out. Please take her this basket of goodies right away. Little Red was excited and a little nervous. He'd never ridden all the way to Granny's house by himself. Zipping to the top of Too Tall Hill, Little Red heard a familiar sound. There sat Tank, king of the road. Yo, Red, purred Tank. What you doing way out here? Granny Putt-Putt's feeling run down, squeaked Little Red. I'm taking her a special delivery. Well, burn my rubber, said Tank. That oil's too thin and those plugs won't spark. Head over to Zip's Auto Bonanza and tell them Tank sent you. They've got the goods to make Granny feel showroom new. Little Red's caution lights flashed. Tank was usually one mean machine. Why was he being so nice? But Red wanted the very best for Granny Putt-Putt. She'll be so excited, he buzzed. Huh, cranked Tank, as mean and hungry as ever. Now it's up to Granny's for some goodies of my own. The monster truck took a shortcut to Granny's garage, blasted in, and swallowed her whole. With a big, satisfied burp, Tank climbed into Granny's bed, disguising himself with a frilly car cover and windshield glasses. Now it's time for some sweet scooter dessert. He didn't have to wait long. Beep, beep. Hi, Granny Putt-Putt. It's Little Red with a special delivery.
Oh, do come in, my precious Little Red,
cackled Tank in his best Granny voice. Little Red idled into the room. Something felt out of alignment. What, Granny? What big wheels you have, said Little Red. All the better to cruise with you, my little scooter, creaked Tank. Why, Granny, what big headlights you have, said Little Red. All the better to shine on you, my little scooter, squeaked Tank. Why, Granny, exclaimed Little Red, what a big grill you have.
all the better to eat you with, Scooter Boy,
roared Tank. But Red was too quick for that big bad monster truck. He zipped out the door, down the driveway, and up the street. Tank cranked it into high gear, black smoke billowing from behind. Come back here, he honked, you puny little piston. They hit top speed over Too Tall Hill as Tank inched closer and closer and closer. But now they'd reached Little Red's riding hood, which Red knew like the back of his handlebars. With Tank about to crunch down on his rear bumper, Little Red cranked a super tight right turn, That monster of a machine rocketed forward, jumped the guardrail, and barreled through the air. Crunch-cha-cha-cha-cha! Crashed headlong into Jumbo Jim's junkyard. Tank's huge hood flew open and out popped Granny, a bit greasy and dazed, but in fine working order. Once all the dust settled, Granny thanked Little Red for being the bravest scooter in town. And Tank? Well, that crash cooled his engines for good. He spent the rest of his days directing traffic. For the new king of the road, Little Red. Thanks for enjoying the story with me. If you didn't notice, this was a very fun version of Little Red Riding Hood. But instead of a little girl in a red riding cloak, it was a little red scooter. How else was this story similar and different from the traditional fairy tale? Can you spot all the similarities and differences?